from Gaza. Arwa Damon, president and founder of the International Network for Aid, Relief and Assistance, and former international war correspondent. Arwa, thank you so much for being here. I was told you just arrived in Gaza today. I appreciate your time. It's nighttime where you are, but what have you been seeing?
Yeah, it is, and I just want to apologize for this sort of dark broadcast because, people here have to try to conserve electricity because they're largely reliant on, solar panels. And so it's basically a choice of, do you have internet or do you try to keep the lights on? Driving in today, there was one thing that really struck me, and that was how, even though it's hard to imagine, Gaza is even more devastated than when I was last here 2 months ago. Everything that was already horrendous is just exponentially worse. There is even less humanitarian aid reaching people. There's even less that is crossing the border. And there's also a significant increase in looting that is severely hindering the ability of aid organizations to be able to move aid from the border crossings to their warehouses and then even get it out distributed to the people. A number of humanitarian organizations have been calling on the Israeli forces to secure especially certain chunks of the road where looting is known to be quite prevalent so that people can get the help that they need. I mean, people are begging for everything. They are begging for soap, for shampoo, for a variety of hygiene products. You have illnesses that are running rampant, these horrific skin diseases with children's, flesh just covered in these pussing blisters that no one really knows how to deal with or to treat. I mean, it's absolutely gutting to be here. And when you ask people here, about these ceasefire talks, which is what I was doing, they're largely almost ambivalent because they've been on this roller coaster ride before. They don't have a lot of faith in them, but at the same time, they can't help but hope because all they want is for this nightmare to be over.
And I'm sure all they have left is hope right now. We were talking about the gut-wrenching scenes that you're seeing. The UN human rights chief says the war hit another milestone, a grim milestone today. More than 40,000 people dead. You were there 2 months ago. You're there again now. Do you have a sense of where things stand in the war right now?
It's hard to get a grasp on that, given that I've only really been here for such a short period of time. And when we're talking about 40,000 dead, that's 40,000 that are confirmed dead. You still have well over, 10,000 people who are missing, believed to be, still underneath the rubble. And that's just what we're aware of in terms of sort of where the battle lines lie, who's winning, who's losing. I mean, look, this is, as many people will say, this is not necessarily a war on Hamas. This is a war on Gazans. This is a war on every single aspect of life here. And I'm not just talking in terms of, an individual's physical life. I'm talking about everything that actually sustains a person's ability to live: healthcare, infrastructure, water, sewage. And then there's, of course, the psychological aspect of it, where people are being forced to move over and over and over again. And each time they move to a new location, they need to start from scratch. There is a lot of, anger and frustration, obviously directed, at the Israelis. But there's also a fair level of anger and frustration that is also being directed at Hamas. And this was something that I heard a lot of the last time that I was here. And, what's quite interesting when it comes to these ceasefire talks is that, yes, Hamas, as you, your reporter was mentioning earlier, is not directly participating in these talks. But Hamas also put out a statement saying that there's no need for new ceasefire talks, which is what they're perceiving these as being, because they already agreed to and wanted to go back to the initial framework that President Biden had already laid out. But people here really feel as if, their lives, they just don't matter. And it's so heartbreaking to be speaking to so many people of all ages who are just saying, we know that our life doesn't matter. We know that the rest of the world considers us to be less than.
That's just...
Thanks so much for watching. Just go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.